Welcome to Mindful Moments, the podcast where we dive into practical ways to live with purpose and clarity. Today we're exploring a powerful question. How do I focus on today? If you're like most of us, your mind can often wander. One moment, you're worried about the future. The next, you're caught up in past memories. Whether it's work, relationships, or personal goals, it can feel like you're juggling a million things at once, and it becomes harder to truly be in the moment. But the truth is, focusing on today is one of the most powerful tools we can cultivate. It's the way we can unlock creativity, reduce stress, and make sure we're living fully. So how do we do it? Let's break it down. 1. The challenge of focusing on today. First, let's talk about why it's so hard to focus on today. It's not just you. The modern world is full of distractions, and we're constantly bombarded with things that demand our attention. Whether it's our phones, emails, social media, or even just the endless to-do lists in our heads, we're often pulled in a million directions. And beyond the external distractions, there's also our internal noise, the anxious thoughts about the future, or regret over the past. It's easy to get caught up in this cycle. Research shows that the average person spends about 47% of their day thinking about something other than what they're actually doing. That's almost half of our lives spent on autopilot, disconnected from the present moment. But here's the thing. Being in the moment, focusing on today, is not only the key to mental well-being but also to productivity and happiness. 2. Why focusing on today is so important. So, why should we focus on today? Well, when we focus on today, we are tapping into the power of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's been proven to reduce stress, improve focus, and even increase happiness. Why? Because when we're focused on today, we stop worrying about all the potential future problems or past regrets. Our mind becomes calm, clear, and fully engaged. Another benefit of focusing on today is that it allows us to be more productive. How many times have you sat down to work, only to find yourself distracted by thoughts about what's coming next? When you shift your attention back to today, you become more effective in the task at hand. It's about doing what you need to do now, rather than stressing over things that aren't relevant at this exact moment. 3. The power of setting intentions for today. Now that we understand why it's important to focus on today, how do we actually do it? One effective strategy is to set clear, purposeful intentions for the day. At the start of each day, take a moment to ask yourself, what is the one thing I want to accomplish today? This doesn't have to be a monumental task, but it could be as simple as I want to connect with a colleague or I want to spend 15 minutes reading. The key is to create a sense of purpose for your day. This can guide your focus and help you feel more centered. The power of setting a daily intention is that it allows you to approach the day with clarity and direction. It helps you identify what's truly important right now, not what your mind is telling you to worry about in the future. 4. Practicing mindfulness in the moment. Mindfulness is a key tool when it comes to focusing on today. So, how do we practice it? There are several techniques you can use. One simple method is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique, which helps ground you in the present moment. Here's how it works. A look around and identify 5 things you can see. Next, identify 4 things you can feel, maybe the ground under your feet or the texture of your clothes. Then identify 3 things you can hear. Follow it up with 2 things you can smell. Finally, name 1 thing you can taste. By focusing on these senses, you force your brain to stop worrying about what's next and instead zero in on what's happening right now. This technique can be especially helpful if you feel overwhelmed or scattered. It brings you back to the present in an instant. Another mindfulness practice is the body scan. Take a moment to notice the sensations in your body from head to toe. You might feel tension in your shoulders, or maybe your feet feel light. A body scan helps you reconnect with your physical self and the present moment. 5. Overcoming distractions. Another challenge we face when trying to focus on today is distraction. In this world, distractions are everywhere. Our phones, social media, the news, the constant stream of notifications. It's easy to get caught up in all of that. So, What can we do to minimize distractions? First, set boundaries. Try setting specific times during the day when you check your phone or email, and outside of those times, put it away. If you're working on something important, set up a designated workspace and eliminate other sources of distraction. It can also help to practice single tasking rather than multitasking. Studies have shown that trying to do multiple things at once actually reduces our ability to focus and can lead to more mistakes. Instead, commit to focusing on one thing at a time. This means giving yourself permission to take breaks and refresh your mind before diving back into work. Setting clear goals for the day is also essential. If you're clear about what needs to get done today, you're less likely to wander off track. It's about creating structure, which in turn frees up mental space for being present. 6. Embracing imperfection. A key part of focusing on today is letting go of the need to be perfect. The pressure to always be on top of things or to have everything figured out can prevent us from fully embracing the present. But here's the truth. Life is messy, and no one has it all together all the time. Instead of trying to control every aspect of your day, embrace imperfection. Focus on making progress, not perfection. This mindset helps reduce stress because you're no longer expecting flawless outcomes in every moment. You're simply allowing yourself to be, and in that space, true focus arises. This is also where self-compassion comes in. If you lose your focus, be kind to yourself. Understand that you're human. Refocus and try again. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes to bring your attention back to the present. 7. The role of self-care in staying present. Self-care plays a significant role in staying present and focused on today. When we're burnt out or overwhelmed, it's much harder to focus. Taking time for self-care is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. A simple act of taking a walk, practicing deep breathing, or even just enjoying a cup of tea can help reset your mind and allow you to return to the present moment with renewed clarity. Make self-care a priority every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. This doesn't mean it has to be elaborate or time-consuming. It can be as simple as spending time in nature, meditating for 5 minutes, or getting enough rest. Self-care recharges your batteries, and when you're recharged, you can approach the day with more focus and intention. 8. Reflecting at the end of the day. Finally, at the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect. How did you do with focusing on today? What went well? What could have been better? This practice of self-reflection helps you appreciate the present, learn from your experiences, and plan for tomorrow. One way to do this is by keeping a gratitude journal. Before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for that happened today. This simple act shifts your focus away from what went wrong or what you didn't accomplish and brings your attention back to the positive moments of the day. This simple habit can improve your mental well-being and help you approach each day with a more present mindset. Conclusion: focusing on today is a practice. So, to sum it up, focusing on today is not something that just happens automatically. It's a practice, a skill that requires attention, intention, and patience. By setting daily intentions, practicing mindfulness, eliminating distractions, and embracing imperfection, you can shift your mindset and be more present in your daily life. Remember, the present moment is the only one we truly have. The future will come when it comes, and the past is behind us. By focusing on today, you can create a life that's filled with more peace, clarity, and purpose. And just as importantly, you can find more joy in the simple act of living. Thank you for joining me today on Mindful Moments. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and share with someone who might benefit from focusing on today. Until next time, stay present, stay mindful, and remember to take it one day at a time.